the Los Angeles Clippers. Like, I think we all collectively stopped paying attention to the Clippers to begin this season, and they are quietly doing their thing. I know we're gonna get into the standings in a minute, but Nikhil, can you bring the Western Conference standings up? I wanted to tie this into the Clippers real quick. So Kawhi Leonard won Western Conference Player of the Week this week, had a real great week, had his first back-to-back all season. But as you see the 4 through 8 standings. Now, in a minute, we're going to predict how we think everything finishes. But if this stays the way it stays right now, do you know that because of tiebreakers, well, they all have the same record? My bad, not stay the way it is right now, but they all finish the same record. Because of tiebreakers, the Los Angeles Clippers will stay at 5. The Minnesota Timberwolves will jump to 4. The Golden State Warriors will stay where they're at. And the Denver Nuggets drop to 7. Because of the tiebreakers that the Clippers have. But the Clippers also have a chance to be the 4th seed. Who would have ever thought that the Clippers would have home court to begin this series? To begin this season. James Harden had this like the only time I've seen in a long time where James Harden isn't getting killed for what he does. James Harden's having a good year. Norman Powell is backing up. Balling out. My question is, 1, is Kawhi Leonard back this time for real? And 2, should we be thinking about the Clippers a little bit more here? Because me personally, I'm not betting on it because I'm done betting on the Clippers as a nigga that covered them for 3 seasons. We all know they'll have a great year, and then the Kawhi wake up with mysterious injury on game 2. Pat, what do you think about what you've seen from the Clippers, and could they be a sneaky team rolling into the playoffs?
Yeah, I mean, of course. I think what it comes down to the Clippers is I know we enjoy what James Harden is doing, but look at his field goal percentage. It's like 39-40%. Like, he's not shooting well. Obviously, he's passing the ball well. He's James Harden, does what he does, which is the reason why Zubac is having the best year of his career. But that defense is a real thing. Like, Jeff Van Gundy and Ty Lue, they've done a great job with that team defensively. Obviously, Norman Powell stepping up, having a good year on the offensive end. But that defense is a real thing. Chris Dunn. You still got Kawhi out there again, and Kawhi is month by month by month by month by month. Kawhi looks better, right? I think they did a good job taking their time with him this season, coming off injury. Like, they didn't really rush him back. Like, you know, it also was no pressure. Like, they didn't really give a date that he was returning, so people didn't like, oh, when's Kawhi's coming back? Like, there was really no date on his return. He just popped up one day and started playing. They did a good job not rushing him back. And yeah, man, like, if the thing we say about the Clippers every single year is if they're healthy, they're gonna be a problem. I'm gonna say it again. If they're healthy, they're gonna be a problem. Like, if Kawhi Leonard is going to be Kawhi Leonard, you have a top 5 player in the NBA. If you have a top 5 player in the NBA, you got a chance. Would I pick them to make a finals run? No. Do I think they can make a first, second round series very, very, extremely, extremely tough for somebody? Yes, I do. I would not be lining up to play the Clippers if I was anybody. So yeah, like I said, I just want to commend Ty Lue and the job that Jeff Van Gundy has done with the squad. And yeah, I wouldn't be lining up to play the Clippers right now. Not me.
Tosin, what's your Clippers thoughts?
They're gonna be fine. I mean, they're looking good. Like Pat said, like I'm glad that they got Kawhi back healthy, because Kawhi is another one that's gonna be a first ballot Hall of Famer. But I'm just really excited for the playoffs, because when Batum starts fucking up, we can start saying, "Why the fuck's Batum in?" So I'm excited to say that. Exactly. Ben Simmons actually looks like he can play basketball again. So they figured out some stuff over there. So yes. Ben Simmons has been good for them. But yeah, they got a solid squad. They've done a really, really good job of figuring out their roster. And I do love I do love James Harden basically calling out Paul George, saying that, hey, listen, we know what the issues were last year. Certain personnel people, like, he didn't want to say what he wanted to say, but we knew what he was trying to say. So
this sorry nigga with a podcast mic is what he wanted to say.
And on the court as well, James Harden's shoes are probably the best ones. Him and Ants, because I saw the Hardens the other day. I was like, I might have to get a pair. They really look good. So that's another thing I noticed too.
Also, yes, you're right, because I remember saying for years I thought the Clippers were too redundant at the forward position. Like, you bring in Kawhi, when they had Kawhi, PG, and Marcus Morris, they all play the same position. You don't need all of them on the court. So I think the Paul George things was addition by subtract. Like, Norman Powell's giving you what PG gave you last year.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah,
it actually might be better. Before he got hurt, it might have been better. I'm not gonna hold you. So like,
Yeah.
it might have been better. I'm not gonna hold you. So like,
Yeah. Bang. Any thoughts on when we finally get a healthy Clippers run?
I believe that shit when I see it. Like this is definitely one of those things I got to see this shit because it was Marcus Morris that was on First Take last week, right?
Yeah.
One of them Morris.
Well,
brothers.
Markieff is on the Lakers, right? So
okay, so it was Morris. So Morris was on First Take, and he said that he believed that the Lakers are going to the NBA Finals. But then he said the second team that he think could go to the finals wasn't OKC, it was the Clippers. So I was like, okay. I started checking out. I started looking. I was like, okay, it seems to me like everybody is healthy. James Harden is doing this thing. Kawhi is healthy. Norm Powell is still not dipped and stuff like that. So it's like, okay, all right, whatever. But then I'm like, it's right around time for Kyrie. It's right around time for Kawhi to be like, yo, I hurt my back and I'm going to be out for the foreseeable future. Like we at that time. So we got like 4 games left. If we get through 4 games without him all of a sudden saying, I can't play, then maybe I'll believe it. But that's got to happen.
I can't even say that because, Pat, we remember when he put his foot up in the Suns in game 1 like 2 years ago, and then this nigga does not play for the rest of the playoffs, and we had to pull up there and watch Paul George get cooked by the Phoenix Suns. We remember that. So the whole playoffs have to end, honestly. It has to end, and he has to have a healthy run. Like, well, look at that. They lost, but Kawhi played. Like, that's when I remember before a playing game, I got an emailer. Oh, Paul George has COVID. He's not planning on playing today. Like, we've had this multiple times. So if I was a Clippers fan, I would definitely be on edge right now because anything can happen with them. Catch I'm Not Gonna Hold You, hosted by Scott Lewis, every Monday and Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Pacific, only on HMB Media and the Barbershop Network.